As they speak, Simon has done the impossible. He don't do something where be say nobody been see coming. And for this video, we could critically analyze them and critically showcase every single thing within the conversation because this is big. This is gigantic, and this will be a game changer. Well, first thing first, before we dive into the conversation of the day, this video 100% could be about Simon. That is, from the very first start to the last minute, be about Simon. We not go showcase other news and updates because this video on its own. You need plenty time to fully analyze and fully and critically look into the matter. Okay. So, this video will be like part B. We posted a video yesterday around 8 p.m. If you never watched that video, I advise you to pause this one and click on this link where they show right now on the right-hand side of your screen. You could go watch that other one, because see that one will give you more insight of the conversation way we could discuss right about now. Well, just in case you know, click on the link. Make I do a quick summary. As of yesterday being the 20th of August of 2025, Simon officially don't employ the services of Dr. David York Masenga to help him seek for a possible release. Okay. So David Masenga was supposed to be in the UK yesterday to hold a brief meeting and lecture, but in council so as to attend fully on the case of Simon.
So what did they happen right about now?
Well, been advised Simon to make a video where he go denounce himself or remove his affiliations with the BRGI, the USB, and every single thing within that is the advice coming from Dr. David Masenga. By the same time, he tell him how he take DWAM, and the exact words where he use. If you watched our video yesterday, we don't discuss that part already, but just in case you not watch him, make I tell you the words where. The video Masenga, they ask Simon to use, so, in the video where Simon go make to denounce his place or his seat in the BRGI movement, use the word say from today's henceforth inog talk about the USB movement in a leadership form. You understand? So he will not come on air to talk about the USB as a leader or anything any category close to being a leader. But then go still they preach about freedom, humanity, equality, and every other single thing where they embedded in the southeast region of Nigeria. At the same time he goes still he will be an ambassador to the BIAFRA movement. Hope you guys are paying attention because if you're not paying attention, you go miss out. Is this clear? Did you understand what I just said? Well, if you don't understand, make I summarize them in 10 seconds. Simon will make a video, but the video here now say he will no longer be a leader of the USB in its real sense, but him will still be an ambassador of peace. At the same time, he is seek and speak for the people of the southeast region of Nigeria. Hope that is clear. Masenga advised Simon to do instead of openly coming out to say that he will no longer be a member, you will no longer preach or whatsoever. And as we speak as of yesterday, the terms and conditions has been accepted. Simon don't accept to DWAM, and the government too don't accept that format because still on steel it still makes sense, but a lot of things don't they play out.
Yes.
Remember say Simon get up until tomorrow before he go make that video. But as we talk they tell the government say give my man from now till next week instead of make the deadline be tomorrow. Make the deadline be next week Saturday. Okay. So make I even check real quick the date of next week Saturday because we don't even check them to be 100% sure and accurate. So I'm trying to go through my calendar right now to see the date. So Saturday next week is going to be on the 30th of August of 2025. You understand? So Simon, his advisor, they tell the government say, the deadline shouldn't be tomorrow. Make it be till 30th of August of 2025. But at the same time the government of that country say, okay, that makes sense. We go leave him till 30th of August before your man or before we go publish the video where he go make right about now but in one condition. The condition here be say, he ain't going to make that video today at this particular point in time. Hope you guys are following and hope this thing is making sense. So they ask Simon to make that video right about now. Make now, and they go hold the video, they don't go publish till next week Saturday the 30th of August 9th. They plan to push him out live, make a day every year. He go day on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatsoever TikTok, and the rest he go day every single place. So Simon together with his advisor say, okay, that one makes sense, but then there should be a agreement say invited. th of August, which is next to Saturday. Simon together with Yona Masenga changes their mind, that video no go on. Air the country said, okay, that makes sense, and every single thing when they talk they sharp they fine. And as we speak, Simon don't make that video. That's a year right about now, today being the 22nd of August, we say Simon don't record that video. And the exact words where he used, we never get time, but from waiting with the year, he said that in no act as a leader to the USB movement, but in still they act as an ambassador. Ingo they speak about injustice in the southeast region of Nigeria, and Ingo still they serve as a form of human rights activist. If anything goes wrong in the southeast region of Nigeria, come out and help fight for that person's fundamental human rights. That was the whole content, and the context of the video. That's why it makes sense, because, see why it even makes sense? Let's do some quick analysis. Simon Day in prison. He don't stay there for since November of last year. 21st of November of last year till now. Today being the 22nd of August, he don't reach 9 months, and some days you understand over this past month don't stand in his place. She don't act as a proper prime minister. She acts as a deputy prime minister. She acts as chief of staff all in one. Over the past couple of months, nobody get any reason to complain about her administration and every single thing where they do. This simply means that the movement stay in the capable hands, and Simon as a human and individual and as the former prime minister can now step back and allow Ngo Abui to take the seat. You understand? Hope you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying. So now get officially, get any hand in the USB again, as he don't make that video and get any hand, but at the same time if he speak against any form of injustice in southeast region of Nigeria, we going to make him a human rights activist. As a man we propagate and they push for peace in Igbo land. That is the full context of the video. So he don't make him, they don't record him, they don't keep him. But if Simon changes his mind before 30th of August, which is next Saturday, that video will not go on air. That video they posted, and that video, we not even see him to see every single thing where they in that conversation. So that part now don't. But then still problem, still day not problem on the side of Simon. Simon answered to himself, but problems now don't arise for two different individuals with the out there. If you watched our video we released yesterday by 8 p.m. we tell say Simon go file a lawsuit and a petition against two persons. The very first person they based in Nigeria, and the second one they in the country of Finland. So as we speak now we don't get clarity, and we don't get a better understanding of who this individuals is, because see now problem don't start fully, now issues don't start. So who's Simon? They file a lawsuit in Nigeria. Well, if you know CDS Musa is the chief of defense staff, a man known as Christopher Musa, and the very first person for Nigeria we Simon, now don't file a lawsuit. Why is he even filing a lawsuit against this man? Well, make I show you something where we say we all need to see right about now. As of this morning, CDS, that is Christopher Musa, came out to say something where contrary Dr. David Masenga and everybody within Simon's legal counsel team, this man, take a look at this. He states, and I quote, "We must have a database that has the information of everybody in the country." CDS Christopher Musa, he make the statement in regards to insecurity in the country and issues that don't happen for Southeast and other part of the they claim say to tackle all of this insecurity and this stuff we must have a basic database. This simply means that the country of Nigeria know who and who they treat insecurity for the Southeast they going carry and put for the head of Simon. They claim say these people unjustly, these people for no report him to the government of Finland, who make them put down for jail for over 9 months. He don't file a lawsuit against Christopher Musa. So the question here be say, where will this lawsuit hold? Well, the one thing will not be say happen for Nigeria, and it go for Finland. David Masenga, they fix an East African country to hold a hearing. This thing will be filed under the African Union, known as the AU, and they look at say they use the same court we give 20 million Kenyan shillings to Nambano, which is a Kenyan high court to the one carrier, and go there to hear every single thing and make this guy one way or the other pay huge sums of money for damages. So the question now we say, who be the second person for Finland? As they speak we never get clarity, we don't know who that person be, and we don't know the conversation where they within. But the moment what we do, just say we will make a video right about now to give you a full and detailed breakdown of every single thing where they play out for the country of Finland as a wholes. So this one is massive, and this one will be a game changer because CDS Muse trigger the country of Finland to carry Simon. I show you some things where you need to see showing right now on your screen. Some statements say Christopher Musab make in different years and in different times, so they don't hold him accountable. All these things when he talk about Simon, he must come prove him. Now he talk say Nigeria don't get proper database to use know who they cause insecurity or not. That one will be a big case for this man when he face the AU, that is the African Union, court very soon. So now we happen. Well, let's go back to Finland and continue with the conversation of Simon because plenty info's still there within his deal with the government. So as we speak and as we talk to you like this, Simon don't make that video and don't do, and they wait for time to publish. So, what do we think is going on here? Or, as they speak, yes, Masenga don't join Simon's legal counsel team add together with his lawyer goes. So what I believe say go happen be say maybe sometime next week Simon go talk say and don't change his mind. Because remember say before he make that video, they be agree say in written form Simon can change his mind and that video will not go on air. So we play out Simon together with his legal counsel team are trying to buy some time for themselves. Yes, they need extra time to properly evaluate and see the reactions of individuals out there in Nigeria and in the Southeast. They want to evaluate now sooner reactions and see how you people will take it. At the same time, they want put up a very strong petition against somebody they within the Finnish police department. Hope you guys are paying attention.
So they need more time.
They want buy more time and extend the date, the deadline which they don't carry, and go 30th of August. So how will all of these things help Simon's case? Well, they very straightforward, and they very clean to understand. First thing first, YB say the government of Finland, they so much interested for Simon to come on air, make a video, and publicly denounce anything, any affiliations where you get to BIAFRA movement. This whole thing they very fishy. If you one look at him in a different standpoint and a different point of view, why are they asking him to do these things? Is it because they don't see anything in his case file? There's nothing to use to send him to. That's why they're looking for a possible way to remove Simon from that USB movement entirely. Now will feel like, say they play out. So now wait David advise Simon to do well he don't talk plenty things and we go discuss some crucial issues because sometimes when you make a video like this to analyze things somebody else feed the arm they use an advantage against Simon Way and Killer McCoskey. So we talk the one way they publicly available something you can get for yourself anywhere in the world, but the cocoa and some details will not be discussed well. So the question here be, say wait they advise Simon to do as of now. Well, it's very simple. He advised Simon to say, bro, play the fool. Act like say your head no correct. Act like moo and wait, calm down and see what go happen.
Yes.
They tell say your very first goal, your very first ambition right now to make for you leave Killer McCoskey make you leave where you and go back and spend time with your family members first. So if it gets to the point where say you have to remove yourself from the government of the USB, do you understand? If you get to the point where say you need to say something Sam then leave first. When you leave now then you can now file a proper lawsuit against anybody and that particular jurisdiction where they ask you to denounce your faith. Hope that is clear. So they ask and say bro your first goal and your first ambition because of your family members, because of your loved ones, because of your supporters that people really look up to you make you for come out from here first then tackle every other single thing from the outside. Because it be every war, if you win from inside here, you know if you win every single thing from here, where you did your rights are actually very limited here. But if you want win come outside first, yes, if you want seek justice you need to leave this space, and no worry about people they talk out.
There.
No worry about people use criticize you or use laugh at you. People they support you go understand. People really love you go understand, and people they with you go know freedom first. Once you are free you have the full right and fundamental human rights to do whatever you have to do. But if you still inside the fundamental human right they highly reduced every single actualized ad to do.
So you watch this video now.
What do you think about this advice where they come from? Because as this man entered the saint at the conversation of Simon's case, things just changed drastically. Now yesterday he enter, and as of now things don't they change drastically, and we need everybody to advise. Now this case be like an open case.
Yes.
We need everybody now to advise on how you take SM, because they say 2 heads better pass 1, and when we get like 500 heads together it better pass 4, you better pass 5.
So what do you think?
You watching this video now from the comfort of your home. What will you advise Simon to do? Because as a stand people they watch this video people where they in high places they also watch our channel. I believe say your comments will go far and your comments if you appear on different blogs and media outlets in all part of the world. So, what do you advise him to do? Go down to the comment section and let me know your thoughts. But if you ask me what do I think Simon should do? Well, if you take a look at this whole thing, really, they make sense. As well. Why would these guys want to give you a possible pardon deal couple of months before they give a verdict check out like that? What if you give a verdict first, then a pardon deal come into the picture? He shall pass like that, give a verdict first, then if for instance Simon is found guilty, then he strike a pardon deal.
Yes.
And if you wonder if that thing is possible in Finland, it's very, very possible for a sentence or a judgment be given, and the country's president will pardon that particular individual in question. So my suggestion here be say make their hold or have some patience. Yes, we know say Finland be like Nigeria, if they are joint cases reach 5 or 6 years or even 10 years Finland they follow some EU laws and regulations where they binding in their country. So I advise him to calm down, allow these people go through your case fully, give a verdict, because I get one feeling say the verdict where they could give Simon be say they can state he's not guilty. Yes, he's not guilty now I forecast, and that is why they bring a pardon deal before. So if I be Simon I will take that risk and take that risk take away because say this life now. Risk anything we will do, leaving your home to go to work now, risk you even staying at home to rest now, still risk anything feel happen, take that risk. Yes, I see today with that, yes, make it take, because if anything happen, a pardon deal still there in the question, but if Simon health day on the line, if in critically ill and need to leave Kilikoski as soon as possible, then I will advise him to take that deal now, because see when there's life there's hope, and when there's hope there's a proper and guaranteed future. Okay. So without good health, go do anything. So my own suggestion be say take that risk, allow this whole thing to go through, maybe they give a verdict, and now whatever they say you can ask for a pardon or ask for an appeal. That is the way it should go. So you watch our video what you think, and what do you have to say regarding this full conversation. But still Simon don't state his mind. Simon, on to you. He feel like say be the right thing to do and the right step to take before I talk about them. If you watch our videos every single day yet to subscribe and follow us, while you be like say you steal from us, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. So whenever we drop a video just like this one, you will be among the very first individuals to see him, to watch him, and to get updated. So back to the conversation. What Simon go do as day in the picture for prison? No be be me, no be calmer, no be Dr. David Masenga, with Simon the plan to do well. Simon go do so many things we not discuss, still on steel to protect his own interest, but with day available in the public we say go wait up until the 30th of August of 2025, which is next Saturday, before any move will be taken. So he wants that video where he take today, that video where they record today, talk they say make publish by Saturday of next week they publish him, but before then if anything come up he go do, and he go receive proper guidance and follow up every single thing from his lawyers and his advisors. I wait till they happen right about now. So now, let's move to the next final conversation. So, who do we think will receive a petition or a lawsuit in Finland? Well, just in case you need to follow our videos, on the 21st of November of 2024, they arrest Simon. As they arrest him, for other individuals were arrested with him, and for waiting with a sick and waiting for the DPM talk. He say those people as they arrest them, they rough-handled them for Killer McCoskey. They were rough-handled, and maybe Simon too was rough-handled. Nobody knows. So feel like say the person file a lawsuit against should be somebody in the Finnish police that we feel like say go happen, and that lawsuit probably will be filed in the EU. So Simon is doing something very, very strong and intelligent right about now in the Fight 2 lawsuit we go run simultaneously. One going to happen for AU African Union in Kenya against Christopher Musa, and the other one will they play on in the EU against somebody in the Finnish police and I the sub, and how you take go down in the next coming days. So from next week things will be hot. From next week a lot of things will unfold. Trust me, a lot of things go unfold. Next week probably will be one of the biggest week in the whole of Simon's case. Now next week be the last week of this month before we enter September, which from we done the forecast and some calculations now September will be his hearing. So next week, the last week before Simon's hearing, is going to be a massive one, and something we say nobody, I advise you not to even think of missing the videos that will be published from next week throughout the week.
So now they stop.
Right about now. Well, before we wrap things off, Christopher Musa, they make a statement early hours of the day. We see this man don't talk. Well, take a look at this article showing right now on your screen. This is coming from Christopher Musa as they speak. This man talks Simon's case. Simon is currently being prosecuted in Finland. The next final conversation. So, who do we think will receive a petition or a lawsuit in Finland? Well, just in case you need to follow our videos, on the 21st of November of 2024, they arrest Simon. As they arrest him, 4 other individuals were arrested with him and for waiting with a sick and waiting for the DPM talk. He say those people, as they arrest them, they rough-handled them for Killer McCoskey. They were rough-handled, and maybe Simon too was rough-handled. Nobody knows. So feel like say the person file a lawsuit against should be somebody in the Finnish police that we feel like say go happen, and that lawsuit probably will be filed in the EU. So Simon is doing something very, very strong and intelligent right about now in the Fight 2 lawsuit we go run simultaneously. One going to happen for AU African Union in Kenya against Christopher Musa, and the other one will they play on in the EU against somebody in the Finnish police and I the sub, and how you take go down in the next coming days. So from next week things will be hot. From next week a lot of things will unfold. Trust me, a lot of things go unfold. Next week probably will be one of the biggest week in the whole of Simon's case. Now next week be the last week of this month before we enter September, which from we done the forecast, and some calculations now September will be his hearing. So next week, the last week before Simon's hearing, is going to be a massive one, and something we say nobody, I advise you not to even think of missing the videos that will be published from next week throughout the week.
So now they stop.
Right about now. Well, before we wrap things off, Christopher Musa, they make a statement early hours of the day. We see this man don't talk. Well, take a look at this article showing right now on your screen. This is coming from Christopher Musa as they speak. This man talks Simon's case. Simon is currently being prosecuted in Finland. Let's say this man don't get the message, say they come for his neck very, very soon, and that is why he have to say all of these things right about now. So the matter be, and so every single thing they play out to the country of Finland as we speak, but still the DPN, that is Zomare, she never come outside to publicly address the situation because she get the insight, but she never come out on official Twitter page to drop a revelation to tell BF Frank see things they be, and see as every single thing they go on within the context. 'Cause the day they will drop that video of Simon internet could, and from wait till with a year the video was a recorded in faint you understand the whole thing was done in faint a language spoken in Finland because just in case you don't know Simon they speak very, very well, very, very well, excellently, he speaks that language very well. Video to describe as he be, so don't forget you has to subscribe and turn on post notifications because only here they get first-hand info as he hot, and as he drop we're moving on swiftly. Yesterday we dropped 2 strong videos, 2 huge and fantastic videos because as Yonar Masenga entered the body of Simon legal counsel team, so many things been happened, so many arguments meant day. And just in case you never watched those videos, we dropped 2 videos yesterday. The very first one was dropped around 2 p.m. The second one was around 8 p.m. And those videos people never even watch them because you never get the views where we need say get because of the information where they inside. So if you never watch them, I don't know what you wait for what you're doing with your phone and your devices. So sharply may you go observe them and see with how things they be. So if you want to watch that video and get full updates, there are 2 different ways you can go about it. Firstly, you can go to the description box of this video. You'll see a link.
Yes.
So don't drop a link there. We go carry you go where that video of one of 2 p.m. day description box of this video, every single thing they there make you for watch and get clarity, and still just in case you want to watch the video of 8 p.m. of yesterday, where we quickly describe the situation of things in Finland. Well, that video they on this channel, and that video they very interesting because there see the conversation we lead up to the one of today with Simon don't talk state, his needs not state every single thing how you take one time, and how you supposed bay, and that one strong sh that one is still a good video, so you want to watch that video and get full updates I'll leave a link in the pinned comment, So go down to the pinned comment, click on the first link where they attached from Still on Steel before we wrap things off. I beg if you don't watch this video up until this point, this particular point where we did. Thank you very much. And I would like to give you a shout out in our next video. So, if you watch this video up until this very point, you get what? You will type for me as a code word. I know say you watch and reach here, and I'll give you a shout out in our next video. What you type is victory, victory, victory times. Victory, victory, victory. They're going to say you watch this video reach here, and in our next video I'll give you a proper shout out, and I will call your name, and this not the way we say we use them show appreciations to our viewers and audience every single day. So if you watch our reach here, sharply go to the comment section, right hand victory, 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 3 times the very first 10 people write shout out receive shout out next in our next update, and subsequently we can still advertise your businesses for free. Yeah, we will call out your business, your phone number, and wait till you sell for free. You guys pay a dime. So it be so thank you for watching this video up to this particular point in time. If you want to watch the video from 8 p.m. we released yesterday, well, we'll leave a link to that particular video on this screen. So, I need a show right now on your screen. So, click on this video to watch and understand. Click on this particular video, and I'll see you on the other side of the channel.